Breanna Stewart's recent announcement about Caitlin Clark has sent ripples through the basketball community. Here's Stewart, a towering figure in the NBA, known for her calm yet fiercely competitive spirit, coming forward with news that sounded more like a prelude to a new era than just another day in basketball. People leaned in, eager to catch every word. Caitlin Clark, the collegiate phenom known for her jaw-dropping shooting and playmaking skills, now had the attention of one of the WNBA's biggest stars. The weight of Stewart's endorsement felt like a declaration. Clark's rise isn't just hype. It's real, and Stewart's acknowledgement added a level of validation that few others could offer. It wasn't just a statement, it was a crowning moment. But before we proceed further, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. Stewart, with her quiet confidence, isn't one to dish out praise lightly. She's built her career on sheer talent, unbreakable focus, and a relentless drive that's kept her at the top of the game for years. So when she speaks, especially about other players, it resonates. Clark, on the other hand, is still building her legacy, but she's already managed to capture the nation's attention with her fearless style of play. Known for her long-range shooting and seemingly effortless ability to control the game, Clark is the kind of player who makes you lean forward in your seat. She's not there to play nice, she's there to win, and her intensity on the court matches Stewart's in a way that feels almost like foreshadowing. As Stewart's announcement unfolded, you could almost see the gears turning in fans' minds. Was this Stewart's way of saying that she sees a little bit of herself in Clark? The parallels are hard to ignore. Both players have that it factor, that intangible quality that makes them mesmerizing to watch. Clark, still young and fiery, brings an electric energy that contrasts with Stewart's calm, calculating approach. Yet, there's an unmistakable common thread in how both players approach the game: pure, unfiltered dedication. This announcement wasn't just about one player acknowledging another. It was about bridging two worlds, the WNBA and college basketball, in a way that rarely happens with such authenticity. College players are often hyped up, but it's different when someone like Stewart steps in to give her take. In her own understated way, she's saying Clark isn't just another flash in the pan. This wasn't a media-driven storyline or a coach hyping up their player. It was one of the most respected athletes in the world, hinting that she sees Clark as something more, a player who could one day be standing right beside her on the professional stage, perhaps even as a rival. Imagine Stewart observing Clark's rise from afar, keeping an eye on the young player as she lit up game after game. While Stewart is typically calm and composed, there's a knowing look in her eye when she talks about players who have that spark, that edge. It's almost as if she's saying, "I see you, and I know what it takes to get there." And for Clark, getting a nod from Stewart is like getting a stamp of approval from the Queen herself. Clark's game is a showcase of fearlessness, the kind that doesn't care who's watching or what the stakes are. She'll pull up from the logo without hesitation, draining shots from distances most players would never dare attempt. She has an uncanny ability to make the impossible look routine, a trait that only the most elite athletes possess. Stewart, watching from her own domain, has undoubtedly recognized this. She knows what it's like to play with a target on her back, to be the one everyone's gunning for. And in Clark, she sees a kindred spirit, someone who's hungry, relentless, and unafraid. It's as if Stewart's announcement has created a pathway, a bridge that Clark can now cross as she prepares to enter the world of professional basketball. With Stewart's words, the spotlight on Clark has grown even brighter. This isn't just another college star on her way to the big leagues. This is a player who has the potential to change the game. And Stewart, ever the veteran, seems eager to pass the torch if Clark can prove she's ready to carry it. Stewart's announcement also comes with a subtle but powerful message. The future of basketball is in good hands. She's been around long enough to know that not every young star has what it takes to make it in the NBA. The league is intense, demanding a level of resilience that's hard to measure until you're actually in it. Stewart's approval isn't just about Clark's skills. It's about her readiness to handle the challenges that lie ahead. In her own way, Stewart is setting the stage, inviting Clark into a circle that few are ever welcomed into. Clark's rise also brings a new energy to women's basketball, one that fans are clearly eager to embrace. College basketball already has its own fervent fan base, but Clark's popularity has crossed boundaries, pulling in fans who might not typically tune into women's sports. Her style is exhilarating, her approach is unapologetically bold, and fans can't get enough of it. Stewart's nod of approval has only amplified this excitement, adding a sense of anticipation for what's to come. It's as if fans are watching the beginning of something big, something that could redefine women's basketball. Stewart's recognition of Clark adds an interesting layer to the dynamic between the WNBA and college basketball. For years, college basketball has been seen as a stepping stone, a place to develop before moving on to the professional league. But Clark's impact, combined with Stewart's endorsement, blurs these lines a bit. Clark isn't waiting for her turn to shine, she's taking it now, and Stewart's announcement suggests that this is exactly what the game needs. It's not a handover. It's more like Stewart is opening the door, giving Clark a glimpse of what's possible. It's no secret that Stewart has been one of the most influential players in the WNBA. She's been the backbone of her team, the player everyone looks up to, and her opinion carries serious weight. But it's rare to see her speak so openly about another player, especially one who's still in college. Stewart's respect for Clark isn't just about skill, it's about attitude, the drive to be better, and the willingness to take risks. Clark's willingness to take those deep shots, her fearlessness in the face of tough defenses, all signal that she's ready for the big leagues. The timing of Stewart's announcement is also worth noting. The WNBA is in a strong place, with more visibility and support than ever before. But the league is always looking for fresh talent, players who can bring something new and exciting to the court. Clark, with her flashy style and undeniable talent, seems tailor-made for this moment. Stewart's endorsement feels like a welcome mat, a signal that the WNBA is ready for the next generation of stars, and that Clark might be the one to lead the charge. It's easy to imagine Stewart watching Clark's games, perhaps with a slight smile as she sees the young player make bold moves that others would shy away from. Stewart's game is grounded in discipline and skill, but she can appreciate a player who isn't afraid to break the mold. There's a quiet humor in the idea of Stewart, usually so composed, nodding in approval as Clark drains another impossible three-pointer. It's almost as if she's saying, "I get it. You're willing to take those risks because you know you can pull it off." Clark's impact on fans is another reason why Stewart's announcement feels so significant. Women's basketball has often struggled to get the recognition it deserves, but players like Clark are changing that. She brings a certain charisma to the court, an unspoken understanding that she's there to put on a show. Stewart, seeing this, seems to recognize the value in what Clark brings, not just her skills, but her ability to captivate an audience, to draw fans in with her audacious style. As Clark prepares for what could be a monumental transition from college to the WNBA, Stewart's words will likely echo in her mind. It's not every day that a player of Stewart's caliber acknowledges your potential. For Clark, it's more than just a compliment. It's a challenge, an invitation to rise to a new level. Stewart's announcement has essentially set the bar, and now it's up to Clark to meet it. This moment also marks a shift in the narrative surrounding women's basketball. For too long, female athletes have been underappreciated, their talents overshadowed by comparisons to male players. But with figures like Stewart stepping up to celebrate rising stars like Clark, the sport is beginning to take on a new shape. It's not about measuring up to anyone else. It's about building something unique, something that resonates with fans on its own terms. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more engaging content. We thrive on your feedback, so be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Until next time, keep discovering and stay tuned.